Well, morning all. Well, if I couldn't use my favourite picture this week, I don't know when I could. So, here it is, fans. As if Corbyn needed any help to lose votes, we've now got Aaron Bastani. Now, this little purse-lipped beauty, Bruno Talioni lookalike, has decided that the poppy appeal is grotesque, racist, white supremacist, and the British Legion should be banned. Where do they get them from? Do people still vote Labour? Even Tom Watson has decried him. You can't make it up, can you? Sailor's Sauna in the East End of London is a men-only establishment and sex-friendly. So what happens? This geezer marches in, he's transgender, but he's got his Savile Row suit on and his brogues and tie and collar. Gets undressed, he's got no meat and veg, he's had the op. So he gets thrown out for not being a man. But he is a man. That's one for the equality crew, innit? Hey, get a grip at that one, boys. I'm not really sure about this transgender business, so I thought I'd try it for the day. Got myself a wig, dyed my beard black, got myself a nice dress. And out I went. Well, I decided to give me tenner lady extra a bit of a trial. So I got a bike. And had a ride. But it didn't seem to work. Anyway, it proved a bit impractical when other cyclists noticed that I was transgender. This chap is Sir Roger Scruton. I nearly said scrotum then, my mind's still on bloody Sailor's Sauna. Anyway, there he is. This wild-haired, tweed-coated academic is a professor of philosophy and aesthetics at London's Birkbeck College and has been appointed to a government position. He's always outspoken and he's been chosen to comment on the aesthetic appearance of buildings because he's an expert in that and he's written several books, but he's always been termed as controversial. Now, he's accused of being anti-Semitic, Islamophobic and homophobic. Well, he seems to have the right credentials for that, doesn't he? Anyway, onward and upwards. Pages in the Mail are at it again. They've done a 2-page spread on testing for female ailments, and they've come up with ladies' Viagra. Well, I didn't know it existed. I'm a bit curious how that would work because they've only tested it on men. I have to ask Craig Revel Allwood really about that one. I was at a wedding the other day, not a transgender job or anything, just a normal wedding, And in the days when you think cameras can do everything and you don't need a photographer, I found a very professional guy called Chris Hanley. Now, he's a real photographer, and they're quite rare nowadays. So I thought I've got his card off him. I'll just publish his site and phone number. And hopefully somebody will need a real photographer. Proper quotes, proper quality, proper service. What more could you ask for? Every cloud has a silver lining. These two little beauties are the Alley brothers. They got about 18 years apiece for grooming young girls by the hundred in Telford. And the one on the left has been sent to Wakefield High Security Prison. Now, the one on the left is in Wakefield Prison. He's doing 18 years. And a prisoner's found a better use for a blade than cutting these stupid beards. So he slashed him right across his face and shoulder. He needed 40 stitches. Lost a lot of blood. Well, heart bleeds, doesn't it? So to speak. A few little mentions for the boys in blue in case you think I'd forgotten about them. You just can't open a paper without something stupid, can you? Well, this is Mr. Wally Deeb. He's a consultant at a Manchester hospital and walking home, he was mugged. Load of youths racially abusing him, beat him up, damaged his leg seriously, and he needs an operation. He waited 4 hours for the Manchester police to come and see him. Well, says it all. He couldn't make it up again. We've got an elderly lady in a petrol station behind a black motorist. She's waiting to use the pump and he's sat there holding her up, doing nothing. Not driving away, not filling his car, so she honks a horn. And she gets arrested. It's racist. Thames Valley Police at their best. A case in Scotland where Ronnie Hutton was behind a couple of Muslims and he revved his engine to make them move. And he was arrested for racially abusing them by revving his engine. And can you believe it? He spent 2 days in the cells, went to court and was fined 150 quid. How can you racially abuse by revving your engine? Has the fun gone out of driving now? A record 8% of the police officers in several forces around South Wales and Cambridge and Devon, Somerset and what have you, were off with stress and anxiety. Well, it must be getting them down, hanging on for 4 hours before they go and see somebody who's had a good hiding on the streets of Manchester. So they're running an 8-week course for 1,500 officers and teaching them karma. Well, that's all right then, isn't it? It's being funded by the College of Policing. What on earth do they need that for? They should be paying for PCs, get them on the bloody streets, and they wouldn't get anxious and distressed. For crying out loud, you can't make it up. That's it for now, I think. Anyway, kids, don't forget, Christmas is coming. It's going to be snowing, but you can't call snowmen anymore. The snow people. So whatever you build, they are snow people. Not hard to forget, is it? Crying out loud, I've heard it all now. Anyway, it's Saturday, the rugby's on soon, and just need a little bit of lunch. Bye all.